sleep syndrome. Amazingly enough, a Nobel Prize winner in medicine raised the alarm since 2017. The small culprit is age. A newborn baby spends more than 80% of total sleep time in REM, while REM sleep typically occupies 20 to 25% of total sleep in adult humans, if you don't suffer from fractured sleep, that is. This certainly explains why children and teens can eat more calories and often get away with it. The big culprit is our modern lifestyle. More specifically, the blue light exposure. What we live through the day is reproduced by our brain through the night. From hectic schedules, constant notifications, and to-do lists, to everything we see on our phone or TV screens. At least 47 million US adults do not get a restorative sleep at night. Why? Because of blue screen light that breaks our sleep pattern and melatonin production. That's why one of the most well-reputed Nobel Prize winners in medicine had one crucial advice: don't take your phone to bed. Of course, avoiding the modern world completely, it's impossible unless you want to quit everything and go and live in the woods like the Amish. After all that happened, and after all I'd learned, I knew I had only one option: Dr. M's mixture. The only thing I could do was to take 1 spoon every night at bedtime with a glass of water. The first 3 days, nothing happened. I wasn't feeling anything, and I was beginning to believe I was immune to this, just as I was to diets, exercise, or other pills. The 4th day, I wanted to give up, but my wife, who at that point was more desperate and scared than I was, insisted I continue. But soon enough, the scale gave me a glimpse of hope. I had lost 2 pounds. I wasn't that impressed though. Then again, my sleep had been so good for the past few nights that I decided not to give it up after all. Then something amazing happened. Each morning at the weigh-in, I was 1 pound lighter. Moreover, after the 10th day or so, my constant hunger, the one that was making me cranky all the time, completely vanished. I only needed 1 plate of food at dinner to feel full. That had never happened before. Also, my cravings were completely gone while my weight was melting off like butter in the sun. The best part, even when I decided to eat pizza and chocolate cake for my birthday, the scales still went down the next day. As for my favorite snacks, I didn't even need to force myself to stop eating. It just came naturally for me. Sometime, just a couple of bites of a juicy hamburger were enough. But the best was yet to come. One night, after coming home from a wedding, Joan gave me that look. It's embarrassing for me to say this, but with all my health problems, it had been over a year since we'd been intimate. So I wasted no time. I took her straight to the bedroom, and we had the most passionate night of our relationship. If I ever had any problems performing, they were all gone. My libido was sky high. I could last longer, and I was soon ready for round 2. From that moment on, she could barely keep her hands off me. And who could blame her? Every single trace of my fat had disappeared. Belly fat, back fat, arm fat, chin fat, chest fat, all gone, like they never existed. My body felt toned and ripped. Honestly, it looked better than in my prime years. My hair was fuller and thicker. Every single night I slept like a baby. You know, that kind of deep sleep where you wake up in the morning and you can't even remember who you are. My wife even said that I wasn't snoring anymore. My energy was through the roof. My daughter and her friends could barely keep up with me. When I went back to Dr. M and ran my tests again, I was no longer at risk of brain stroke. My blood vessels were clean, my blood sugar levels steady, and my joints strong. I had done it. I had broken the curse of fractured sleep. Now I want you to know exactly what was in my bedtime spoon. The 5 extremely powerful plant extracts that are said to help doctors rest and stay in shape even during their most difficult missions beyond borders. I want you to see how this mixture can help you complete full sleep cycles, starting with the 90 minutes of uninterrupted deep sleep that you need to reach the fat-burning REM phase. Cool off your entire nervous system with Corydalis. Corydalis, a plant native to the high mountain of tropical eastern Africa, has been used since the 8th century for the treatment of insomnia. It has a wonder compound called THP that works as a natural sedative to treat emotional disturbances, normalize blood pressure, and completely unwind your nerves. Corydalus is also used for anxiety, restless leg syndrome, and spasms in the small intestine. There are no less than 575 species of Corydalus, but only one can truly relax and prepare your body to enter a state that will allow you to complete at least 5 sleep cycles, one after another. It's a lot like paving the way for rest and weight loss. Fall asleep quickly and effortlessly with Californian poppy seeds. Poppy seeds are considered one of the world's best relaxers and pain relievers because they contain natural morphine and codeine. As per a study, consuming a poppy seed drink slashed the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol does not only ruin your sleep, it also stimulates fat storage and insulin release during the day, which ends in increased appetite and craving sweet and caloric foods. More interestingly, the circadian rhythms in the test subjects showed a marked improvement. This is extremely important because circadian rhythms are physical, mental, and behavioral changes that follow a daily cycle. Sleeping good at night and being awake and energized during the day is an example of a circadian rhythm. Poppy seeds also contain calcium and magnesium that regulate brain activity to treat sleeplessness. However, if poppy seeds are not treated correctly and with great care, the morphine loss during processing can be up to 90%. Reach the fat-blasting REM stage with Passiflora. So you need no less than 90 minutes of continuous sleep to reach the slim down phase. This is where Passiflora, or the passion flower, comes in. Out of 550 species, only the one called Passiflora incarnata can boost your level of GABA, a natural chemical that lowers brain activity so you can remain in a calm state of deep sleep. Enter REM and stay there. In a trial published in Phytotherapy Research, the participants who used passion flowers reported major improvements in the quality of their sleep after only 7 days. The researchers suggest that purple passion flower can solve sleep irregularities. One study found it to have similar effects to the anti-anxiety drug oxazepam, only without the side effects. While you're sound asleep, Passiflora also reduces inflammation, relaxes your muscles, and stabilizes your nervous system so you can transition from one sleep cycle to another without waking up. Boost your digestion and speed up results with marshmallow root. Make the most of your REM sleep by healing and empowering your digestive system. Marshmallow root stimulates the cells that support tissue regeneration and has the potential to treat a wide range of digestive conditions, including constipation, heartburn, bloating, and water retention. Named the ultimate gut protector, marshmallow root soothes irritation and inflammation in the stomach. According to a study from 2010, the mucilage content of marshmallow creates a protective layer of tissue on the lining of the digestive tract. Rejuvenate your entire system with prickly pear. Prickly pear cactus is promoted for lowering blood sugar levels, high cholesterol, and cutting obesity risk. As demonstrated by in vitro studies, prickly pear cactus fiber binds to dietary fat, preventing it from sticking to your organs, which ultimately leads to the reduction of body weight. Because it's full of antioxidants, it protects your cells from the damaging free radicals. This means prickly pear has strong anti-aging and rejuvenating effects. Especially when combined with poppy seeds, it tightens and firms your skin while stimulating hair growth. All in all, Dr. M's formula was a work of art. But my enthusiasm was curbed by a new problem. I needed more of it. And if I were to produce it myself, I had to spend days trying to source the purest ingredients from all over the world and thousands of dollars to buy them. Then, weeks to extract the seeds, leaves, and flowers. At the end, I had to dry them out, grind them down, and adjust the ratios. The result? I would have enough of the mixture to last for a week or so. I needed a better plan. I thought that if I bought the ingredients in bulk and contacted a large, modern yet discreet manufacturing facility in the USA that could take care of everything, I could produce this potent mixture in the quantity I wanted and in tiny, easy-to-swallow capsules. That's when I started our chase for manufacturing